are opening up for pre-orders. If you head on over to bebrilliantbook.com, you will see there are a whole heap of awesome bonuses for those of you that want to grab your hands on a copy before anyone else, including a very special thank you from me for the first 250. But go ahead on over because there's a whole heap of bonuses for those of you that want to buy this book. But what's this about? Well, let me read you a little bit. So how do you feel about the future? Be honest, because most of us would agree that the mere thought is simply exhausting. It's exhausting trying to keep pace with technological change. It's exhausting keeping on top of other people's lives, our teams, our families, our children, our friends. It's exhausting trying to keep up with work demands and the changing business landscape. It's exhausting having to conform to industry, societal, and let's be honest, social media expectations of how to look, be, and behave. And it's exhausting trying to prove that we're good enough. It's exhausting trying to perform and play a bigger game. It's exhausting being human in today's busy world. When everything external to us is moving so quickly, the risk is we enter a space of feeling out of control. We worry about what we don't have and seek out solutions to band-aid our perceived imperfections and doubts. We regress into a space of me, of self-protection, of protect what I know, learn what I don't, and until then, I'll fake it till I make it. We look externally for options to invest in learning and programs to improve our skills and capabilities. We buy tools and expertise to improve performance. We spend hours researching the next big thing so we can be ahead of the curve, and we invest materially in external validations of success. We want to be in demand, to be needed, to be relevant, to be seen as successful, so we spend a fortune on stuff, on shit that we think will make us better, that will fix us. And what does this really get us? Despite this constant acquisition of skills, work, promotions, learning, material possessions, and jam-packed calendars, there are still so many of us living daily with imposter-like feelings, doubts of our own abilities, and questions about the path we are on. Despite a perception of increased connectedness thanks to the quantitative counting of friends and connections online and time spent scrolling, we're living increasingly in an age of loneliness and depression, of disconnection from ourselves and who we want to be. And despite the outward appearance of being in control, stress, mental health, and disengagement levels are at an all-time high in the workplace and at home. Relationships are breaking down, both with our team members at work and our family and mates at home. We feel uninspired by leaders, organisations, brands, governments and businesses. We question the type of leader, partner, parent, friend and person we want to be. Worse yet, in this fast-moving new world, we're having to learn to live with incessant change. Talent is no longer enough. Truths are hard to find and being fake is more visible. Yet somehow we're expected to live and lead a brilliant life. But how on earth can we be brilliant and feel brilliant when we're engulfed by disillusionment, comparisonitis, blameitis, imposter syndromeitis, and lack of beliefitis? These are just some of the examples of internal pressures we put ourselves under. We've all got to get better at being ourselves. Because think about it, without people being who they truly are, being their brilliant selves will never create the true heart and soul, the belonging that's needed to turn the challenges of our present into the successes of our future. When we reconnect and reclaim who we are in the entirety of our lived experience, imperfections and strengths, and when we stop faking it till we make it, we'll be in a position to unleash our individual brilliance and at the same time unleash the brilliance in others. So the solution here is to start by looking at who. In 2009, Simon Sinek published his first book, Start With Why, which included the infamous Golden Circle framework for his approach to leadership, that people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. While Cynic was undoubtedly correct in identifying a starting point for why you're doing something, this thinking has created a tsunami of significant unrest and anxiety as people and organisations try and find their purpose in life. What do we value? What's our mission? Why are we here? These are some of the questions we ask ourselves on a daily basis, and if we don't have the answers, we panic. And whilst I'm not discrediting his great work, what I am proposing is that there are other more critical questions that need to be asked first. Who are you? Who are you being? And who do you want to become? Understanding why on its own will never work. The who we are and who we want to become, and the why we're doing what we're doing must align, otherwise there will always be a point of tension and conflict. So, what if you could remove the shackles you're placing on yourself and instead know that we have everything that we need right now, that we have all the skill and capability that's needed to contribute and influence, that our opinion matters, that the culmination of all the facets of ourselves, the strengths, the weaknesses, the successes, the failures, the loves and the imperfections are our perfectly imperfect and brilliant selves. We just need to tap into it. We need to embrace it. You have all you need to be brilliant, to meet all of your challenges and demands head on right now. It starts with you. My wish for you as a reader of this book is to understand that we're all unique, that we all have individual facets that when embraced will help us become the best individuals, partners, parents, leaders, team and organisations we can be. And much like learning how to meditate for hours or mastering a one-handed push-up, it takes continuous work to be brilliant, work that lasts a lifetime. But this continuous mastery, ongoing improvement and determination to become better is where the opportunity exists for you and for those you lead. Only when we take ownership of who we are, who we want to be and who we want to become, only when we accept all of our imperfections and rise above our limitations, only when we unleash our own inner brilliance, can we truly create the space for others to do the same. Brilliance is infectious, so let's be brilliant together. Head to BeBrilliantBook.com and grab a pre-order copy, and I look forward to hearing what you think, and I look forward to seeing all of your brilliance shine. Thank you.